Howard Dwayne Howie D. Dora is an American singer-songwriter, dancer, musician, entertainer, actor, and businessman. He is best known as a member of American music group Backstreet Boys. Early life: Dora was born in Orlando, Florida, where he met future friend and bandmate A.J. McClain. His mother, Paula Flores, is Puerto Rican, and his late father, Hogue Dora, was Irish-American. He is the youngest of 5 siblings. He came to fame in the mid-1990s as a member of the Backstreet Boys. Career: Backstreet Boys. Howie Dora, along with A.J. McClain, Brian Littrell, Nick Carter, Kevin Richardson started the Backstreet Boys in 1993. They were then booked to perform at many venues such as high schools and shopping malls and eventually managed to sign a contract with Jive Records in 1994. They slowly became popular in European countries, starting with Germany, and embarked on a tour in support of their debut album. The album slowly climbed up to the top 10 slots in most countries and was on its way to sell more than 8 million copies. As their second album, Backstreet's Back, was being released in Europe, they released their first album in the United States, which was a compilation of both their international debut and Backstreet's Back. The album climbed to number 4 on the Billboard 200 and eventually sold over 14 million copies. Meanwhile, Backstreet's Back became an even bigger success than their debut album, opening at the number 1 spot in many countries. They started recording Millennium in 1998 and released it in May 1999. It became one of the biggest-selling albums of all time, taking the number 1 place in many countries. Their first single from Millennium's follow-up album, Black and Blue, Shape of My Heart, was released to radio on October 3. Black and Blue recorded first-week sales of 1.59 million copies in the U.S., making the Backstreet Boys the first artists to back-to-back million-plus sales of albums. After releasing their greatest hits album, they went on hiatus and regrouped in 2003. They released their next album, Never Gone, in 2005. While it was negatively reviewed by critics, it enjoyed a lot of commercial success. They released their next album, Unbreakable, in 2007 and the follow-up This Is Us, in 2009. All in all, they have become one of the biggest-selling artists of all time, with record sales exceeding 100 million copies. Their 8th album, In a World Like This, was released on July 30, 2013. Solo projects: Dora worked as a producer for singer-songwriter George Nizuka and Katelyn Tava as part of his management partnership with former 3 Deep member C.J. Hewer, called HC Entertainment, formed in 2004. Since 2010 he's also managing a Canadian band, Neverest, who was under Dora's company, 3 Street Management. His first solo album, Back to Me, was released on November 9, 2011. The first single, 100, received moderate success and airplay primarily in Canada. Also in November 2011 he joined Britney Spears for her Femme Fatale tour in South America. TV and film appearances: Dora guest starred in the television series Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. In the episode The Big Head is an egotistic rock star named Strum. He also guest starred on an episode of Roswell, and voiced Santa Claus on the Nickelodeon preschool animated series Dora the Explorer in the Christmas episode A Gift for Santa. In September 2002, Howie and the rest of the Backstreet Boys made special guest appearances on the children's cartoon Arthur. In 2013 Dora made his motion picture debut by appearing in the comedy This Is the End along with the rest of the Backstreet Boys. Other ventures: Dora also founded a company called Sweet D, Incorporated with his older brother John. The company specializes in real estate development and has built numerous condominiums, hotels, and waterfront properties. He's also founded and held the positions of CEO, chairman, and director in several other companies, most notably Dora Lupus Foundation and Our Weird World Productions, Incorporated. Personal life: in 1998, Dora's sister, Caroline Dora Cochran, died of lupus. After her death, Dora established the Dora Lupus Foundation. The foundation helps raise awareness about the disease, financial support for those who cannot afford treatment, and money for research. On December 8, 2007, Dora married his longtime girlfriend Lee Boney Lowe in a traditional Catholic ceremony. Their first child, James Hoke Dora, was born on May 6, 2009. In August 2012, Dora stated via Twitter that he and his wife were expecting another baby boy. The couple welcomed their second child, Holden John Dora, on February 16, 2013. Discography. Albums, singles, collaborations: Show Me What You Got, I'll Be There, It Still Matters, Iyako Permila, I Wanna Miranai, I Like It, If I Say, Worth Fighting For, see also. Backstreet Boys, list of famous Puerto Ricans. References. External links, official website, official Backstreet Boys website, official Japanese website, Howie Dora on Facebook.